Are you ready to hit the road in the UK? Whether you're a seasoned driver or a complete beginner, it's important to know the common expressions and phrases that we use on the road in the UK. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some really common expressions that us Brits always use when we're behind the wheel, so let's get cracking. Alright mate, my name is Dan and I'm here to help you stop being an English student and start being an English speaker. In this video, I've got some really common expressions that you'll hear when driving in the UK. So when I was first learning to drive, my driving instructor used to repeat this expression all the time. He'd always say, "Dan, what are you doing? Slow down, are you crazy?" But he would also say, mirror, signal, maneuver. And this leads me to this expression, check your mirrors. Now this expression means to check in all of your mirrors before you start moving to make sure there's no danger. For example, you could say something like, "I should have checked my mirrors before reversing and I wouldn't have hit that lamppost." Now the next expression I've got is a backseat driver. When you're driving, you're usually sat in the driver's seat and the passengers are sat in the passenger seats or in the back. But if somebody's sat in the back and they're trying to tell you how to control the car, they are a backseat driver, and there's nothing more annoying in this world than a backseat driver. An example of this expression could be something like, "I hate driving with my mum in the car because she's such a backseat driver, she does my head in." Just a quick request before we get on to the next one. If you're enjoying this video, head down there and press the like button. I'd appreciate it. And while you're down there, you may as well leave me a comment and tell me, how long have you been driving? I'd be interested to know, so put it down there. The next expression today is to cut someone up. Now, this means that when you're driving, somebody suddenly and without warning drives in front of you and it causes you to brake to make sure that you're not going to hit them and cause an accident. And it's got nothing to do with swords or knives or scissors or anything like that, but it is an expression that you're probably going to need to know if you're driving in England. If you want to know how we would use cut someone up, in England you might hear somebody say, "Did you see that guy? He just cut me up. What a dickhead." Another annoying type of driver is the road hog. This is what we call drivers that hog the middle lane of the motorway. Most motorways have 3 lanes and you're supposed to drive in the left lane unless you're overtaking someone, but a road hog will just sit in the middle lane for no reason and make everyone's life more difficult. For example, you could say something like, "Stop hogging the middle lane and get back in slow lane, grandpa." And another risky thing that British drivers do is to be an amber gambler. Now, this means at a traffic light, it's green and then it turns orange or amber before it goes red. Now, when you see an amber light, you're supposed to stop because you know it's going to turn red. However, some people, they put their foot down to try and get through before it turns red. Now, that's the gamble. Maybe you'll get through, no problem. Maybe you won't and it'll turn red before you get there and you could end up with a fine or even worse, crashing. So we call that being an amber gambler. For example, you could say something like, "Mate, it's turning amber, go, amber gamble, amber gamble." Now the key to being a good driver is to take it slow and practice a lot. Just like English. So if I were you, I'd watch this video over here to practice some more English expressions that you can use every day.